Hey guys, just wanted to do my reaction video to The Flash, the season 5 trailer that premiered at Comic Con. So I know I didn't do a video in which I, did a reaction video to the season 4 finale. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was better than the last two season finales. It would have been better if they never brought back Ralph. I've been pretty vocal on social media about how I feel like he brings down the show a lot with his childish, corny humor, as like part of the reasons why season 4 has been such a tough watch. And just basically, but then of course we have Nora, who revealed herself in the season finale and said she made a big mistake. And I feel like she's been like a breath of fresh air and brings like energy to the show. I mean, like the actress like Jessica Parker Kennedy, I remember her playing Plastique on Smallville. She clearly has gotten down like she looks like she resembles Candice Patton, and she has a lot of mannerisms of especially Barry. And people have been. I'm hoping that season 5, in spite of, is going to be like the redemptive season for this show, just sort of like how the 5th season of Arrow redeemed that show. So I'm just going to check out this trailer and see if that has any truth to that.
What is it?
It was satellite. It wasn't just me who took it down.
Who was it?
Another speedster.
Hi, we need to talk.
Who are you?
I'm your daughter, Nora, from the future.
Anybody need a refill? Just me?
People call me XS. It's a nickname you gave me when I was a kid. And I'm kind of stuck here now. So, anybody know what to do?
This is so weird.
God, I love this place. I can't believe that's our daughter up there.
Nora shouldn't be here. She could Marty McFly herself out of existence. She needs to be with her parents 30 years from now, not us now. Nora, I need to know.
My poker face is that bad, huh?
Please. Why'd you keep this from us?
I think I made a big mistake. I'm sorry.
And we can't let this get any worse.
Here we go.
Now let's do this. I don't have a suit.
Actually, I have a backup. Total fan favorite.
No way! It is Cicada. Okay, that was definitely Cicada at the end of the trailer. He was supposed to be. That was actually deleted footage from the season 4 finale, and I guess they're gonna put this in. That was included in this trailer, and apparently it's gonna be in the season 1 premiere. The season 5 premiere, and from what I looked up about him is that apparently during a thunderstorm, like he murdered his wife, but he was regretful of the act that he got struck by lightning, and apparently had some vision that he would not only achieve immortality, but also bring his wife back from the dead. So he formed his own cult in which it started going after people the Flash has saved in order to sustain his immortality and reach his goals. Which is why this sparked rumors that recurring side characters like Linda Park was going to be making reappearances on the show in season 5 at some point. It looked like that might have been him on the plane when Wally was fighting him. I'm not sure. I mean, the thing that surprised me was that they cast Chris Klein as Cicada, who, if if he didn't sound familiar, you need to put a face to a name. He played Oz. He was the one who dated Mina Silvera in The Choir Chick from American Pie. I think he was actually like the only character who actually liked Stifler. He was in the first 2 American Pie movies. He was in American Reunion. So he's supposed to be the big bad of the season, and it's hard to picture him as a bad guy, but at the same time going in with an open mind. And if he's going after like past allies of the Flash, that it kind of wonder. It feels like it's going to harken back to season 1 or previous seasons, and he's going to have a connection to Barry from. I mean, Todd Helbig said he's not going to be exactly like his comic book counterpart, but given how many similarities that people have noticed between the respective seasons of Arrow and Flash, like, is this guy going to be like the Prometheus to Barry Allen's Oliver Queen? Maybe. Possibly. Apparently he's not another speedster, and which is fine. Because with DeVoe, like, the problem wasn't that the fact that he wasn't a speedster for why he got such poor reception. It was the fact that I think it was body hopping shtick, and he had this like hypocritical plan that we didn't know what it was until like 20 episodes into the season when it was almost over. It was already like attached to him, and that's my personal opinion. And like I said, Nora just seems like it's going to be like a breath of fresh air. And Grant Gustin and Candice Patton said that Nora's going to be closer to Barry than Iris. And it's going to be hurtful for Iris, considering she didn't have like a close personal connection with her own mother, and she's going to want to have a connection with her own daughter, but she's going to continue to be standoffish towards Iris. I don't think like in any way Iris ended up becoming a bad parent to Nora. I think what happened was, and this is my fan theory, was that between 2024, when she wrote that future article about Barry's disappearance, and 2048, that she died at some point. And Nora is reluctant to get attached to her because of that, especially because if they find a way back once she finds her way back to the future, that it's going to be that much more painful for her to say goodbye. And also on top of that, if she doesn't get attached to Iris, that Nora's going to be more tempted to warn her about the circumstances of her death, and in spite of her desire to not further damage the timeline, which is what she probably did and what her big mistake was. However, she did that. And I guess like other storylines they mentioned is that Iris is they said that Ralph Dibny is going to go spend more time as doing private detective stuff. Iris is going to spend more time with journalism. Finally, time will tell how much they're going to live up to that promise, considering it just feels like they've treated like Iris's career in journalism more like as a hobby that she just does every like once in a while, like knitting or something. And I'm hoping, and Todd Helbing says there's actually going to be an actual journey in which she becomes more of the reporter to and get a career at the Central City Citizen, which is the newspaper where she wrote that feature article about the Flash. That's in the Time Vault. And then, of course, we're going to find out about Killer Frost origins finally. Helbig said that it wasn't a result of being born that way, so apparently they're not going to go with the metagene concept from the comics. Apparently it was a result of an accident, like similar to the particle accelerator that happened years prior. And Danielle Panabaker is apparently supposed to direct episode 18 this season. Tom Cavanaugh is going to direct the 100th episode. I don't know whether or not it may or may not be part of the crossover event, or it may just be like a mid-season, or it may just be like the mid-season finale. But he's also supposed to be playing a new version of Wells called Sherlock Wells, who is supposed to be kind of a shady character that the team can't 100% trust. And, going back to Iris, I just feels like I hope they use her more as like the ear to the streets and have a dynamic that with Barry that she had with Wally West in the Flashpoint timeline, and not everybody's relying on going to Star Labs, pulling up like information on monitors and just to figure out everything that's going on, just because it gets kind of boring after a while. And speaking of Wally West, I mean, aside from the premiere, he's actually supposed to appear 2 more times throughout the season. So I'm guessing there's probably going to be the season finale and maybe the crossover. So, and I guess they also mentioned something about, Cisco reeling from his breakup with Gypsy, that he's going to have to be doing more stuff with Ralph, and, he's going to be reveling in their bachelorhood, and it just seems, I never liked Ralph. I feel like his jokes were just cheesy and childish, and it just seems like Cisco's dynamic, he never played off Ralph very well. It just feels like him and Tom Cavanaugh were more like a stronger comedic duo, and especially when Tom was playing Harry, and they also always bicker like a married couple, and this whole like Cisco Ralph dynamic they have planned for season 5, it just feels like it means that we're not going to be completely rid of the whole childish, like goofy humor that made season 4 such a tough watch. But as long as Ralph has reduced screen time, I'm cool with that. And as far, Cecile has been made a series regular. Danielle Nicolette, I'm not sure. Maybe Nicolette, I think. But yeah, basically, it's just, it's basically going to be like, I guess it's going to be, raising her Jenna, but also just, apparently she's not supposed to be on maternity leave the whole time. She's supposed to go back to being a DA, and I guess she wants Joe to propose to her. But yeah, I guess that's the extent of what I know about the storyline for those two. But from what I've seen, I've been let down so much. Like, I just feels like, a part of me just wants to feels like I'm just becoming a masochist for just giving this another shot. But like everything about this trailer, like I feel like I want to stick with this show just for the Nora Allen storyline, if nothing else. So I'm just going to check out the season premiere in a couple episodes, and hopefully, they'll probably release another trailer later in the fall, right before the show premieres, and hopefully more footage, and hopefully the show will be this redemptive season. The show will get back on track finally after 2 bad seasons. Fingers crossed to that. How do you guys feel about the trailer? Are you guys going to stick with the show through season 5? If you are, what are you looking forward to the most? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.